Very nice to meet you. Um, this is the third time Roxette is going to play in Uruguay. Do you remember anything from previous recordings, concerts, and how would you describe the new show to the local fans?
Well, I playing South America the first time was in '92, and it's always been fantastic every time we went. Very loud audience, fantastic, fantastic energy, fantastic feedback. So we really look forward to do these shows this time around. And what we're doing now is basically a greatest hits show. You know, it's all the Roxette classics, of course, and we have lots of people from the classic, so to speak, classic band with us. Jonas Isaksson on lead guitar, Clarence Overman on keyboards, for instance. And I'm very happy and lucky to have Lena singing the songs with me. She's an amazing singer, and she's one of the main reasons, or maybe the main reason, that the Roxette legacy still goes on a live basis.
Lena, you have had a long and successful career on your own, mostly singing in Swedish. How has this international chapter been for you so far?
Well, it's been very special, of course, because this is a totally different situation for me to sing someone else's songs and try to blend in a band that is already there and try to blend in with on stage with the musicians and try to at the same time be myself, at the same time show a lot of respect to the songs, Marie, the fans, everything. So at the same time, I was very flattered by when Per asked me to join him on this tour, and I couldn't possibly turn it down. So I said yes to it, but it was a different situation for me. But at the same time, exciting.
You recorded a song called "Bad Blood" together. Uh, was this song like a testing ground for this world tour? Sort of, introduce yourselves to the audience?
Not really. I mean, it was just a song that came about, and we were talking about do maybe we should do some more recordings together, and we actually done more recordings together,
Mm.
which hasn't been released. So, but we decided to release it under the name Per and Lena instead of using the Roxette tag. So we're not gonna play this song on the road. We're playing the old Roxette songs on this tour.
Okay, and when did you realize that this relationship, this musical relationship, could work?
Um, well, we were in the studio in 2024, right?
23, I guess.
23?
Yeah, I think so. But
Time flies
the time.
when you're having fun. I was doing a Swedish album, and I needed a vocalist partner for a duet, and Lena came on board. And in the studio, I just realized that what a phenomenal singer she was, and she is. So, and I had at the time basically given up the idea of continuing the Roxette thing. But suddenly I realized that maybe Lena's got the capacity to sing these songs, you know. So we talked about it after a couple of weeks and had a meeting and tried it out. But that doesn't mean necessarily that it's going to work, you know. So it wasn't really after the first couple of shows we did in South Africa and Australia last year that I really realized that this is going to work so well. And that's why we're doing our second year now.
Yeah.
We did 43 shows last year and just as many this year. So you never really know until you're there, you know, and it's so many things that has to click. It has to work socially, it has to work sound wise, and it has to work,
On stage.
on stage. Yeah, there's so many little tiny things that has to work, and it works. I'm so happy.
Uh, Lena,
Super.
how does it feel for you to step into a world, another singer's world, and leave your own mark?
Well, I'm not so sure that I necessarily need to leave my own mark in that sense. Yes, on stage, who I am on stage, how I move, how I'm acting. But the songs, I was really it was important for me to stay as close as possible to Marie's singing. Just to keep the songs intact because I'm a new person on stage, and because I wanted the fans to really feel at home. So, I mean, as I said before, it was obviously a challenge for me to do this, but I think everything has went very well, and I really feel accepted by the hardcore Roxette fans that been to our concerts for many times now. So couldn't couldn't be better actually. So I'm
I think also it's very important that Lena's got such a strong personality and a style of singing is so much Lena. So she, even when you're saying that you're trying to sing the songs like Marie, it doesn't sound like Marie. It sounds like
it
Lena.
won't be like 100%, but
Yeah,
already like, so
yeah,
losing like 20%
yeah.
now. I realize that because obviously when you sing the songs a lot of times, you start to change them a little bit without knowing it
Sure.
yourself. So
You
I understand
personalize
that.
them.
Yeah, I understand that has already happened, really.
Which
So
is good. Mm.
okay.
And has this sparked a creative new phase in your songwriting, Pat?
Mm. Oh, that's a tough question. I don't know. For me, this project is very much, you know, keeping the Roxette legacy alive more than anything else. This is we trying out we try so many Roxette songs during rehearsals, and we actually doing more rehearsals now before the South American tour where we're gonna try some more songs. So I mean, we're sticking to the catalog for this time, uh, and that feels. There's so many shit. There's so many. Roxette released, I think, 62 singles over the years. It's so much song, so many songs, and we can only play 20, 21, 22 songs
Mhm.
each show. So there's so many songs around, and I think about myself from a fan's point of view. If I go and see Paul McCartney or Paul Simon or U2 or whatever, Springsteen, I want to hear my favorite Bruce Springsteen songs, my favorite U2 songs. And I think Roxette fans feel the same. You know, they want to hear the songs that they primarily they want to hear the songs that they grew up with and they fell in love with when many years ago.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And how has the Swedish audience reacted to this union?
Very positive, I would say. Yeah, we've been playing. We did like 2 gigs, 4 gigs,
4 gigs,
4 gigs, 5 gigs,
5 gigs is
5 gigs in Sweden last year, and no, people just love it. I have to say, very positive reactions, happy people, people that also been surprised by
by the
me.
collaboration. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But so everybody's very happy actually. Mm.
And speaking about Sweden, do you have any theories about why Sweden produces so much music, so many artists and songs that are international successful?
No. We get that question all the time, and it's really hard to find a really good answer to that. You know, it's today pop music. When you listen to modern pop music, uh, it's almost impossible to say that, hey, this sounds like it comes from Sweden. This sounds like it came from Germany or from Canada or whatever. in the old days, like in the 60s, 70s, you know, in the ABBA days, you could tell that ABBA sounded different from everything else. Same with Roxette in the 80s. You know, we made we when we started out, we did everything out of Stockholm with our Swedish band, Swedish producer, and created our own sound. And that was as soon as we made it big in the States, a record label in the States wanted us to move to Los Angeles or to New York or at least to London, for Christ's sake. And we said, let's stay in Stockholm because otherwise we're going to sound like Bryan Adams or Richard Marx, you know, like everyone else. But today it's much harder to do that because everyone is using the computers and the same plugins and the same sounds and everything. It's really hard and the auto tuning, blah, blah, blah. In those days, you had to play for real. And
Sweden is still successful
Sure,
right now
absolutely.
with these plugins.
Yeah, but still, you have like eight writers on every song because
Yes,
they,
I
you,
know,
yes,
but
you're
still,
sitting
I
in
mean,
Lissabon, you're
what's
sitting
Martin
here.
and
Yeah.
all the
It's
stuff.
a brand new world in pop music now.
Yes,
At,
sure.
at
Yes.
least for someone like you, Per, coming from a more classical and
Absolutely. It's a different business for sure.
Yeah,
I think
for
that,
sure.
yeah. But I think that's also one of the reasons I think this touring thing is so rewarding because we play everything 100% live. We don't really use any sort of pre-recorded stuff at all, which means that every night is unique and every night is the way it was in the old days. You know, you plug in your guitar and you play together, six, seven, eight people on stage, and anything can actually happen, and it happens different things for sure. But that's the name of the game, you know. What's so wonderful about it. And I think the audience can appreciate that too. It's something
okay.
unique every night.